Introduction of The Children's Shakespeare. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by timferreira. The Children's Shakespeare by Edith Nesbit. Introduction. It was evening. The fire burned brightly in the inn parlor. We had been that day to see Shakespeare's house, and I had told the children all that I could about him and his work. Now they were sitting by the table, poring over a big volume of the master's plays, lent them by the landlord. And I, with eyes fixed on the fire, was wandering happily in the immortal dreamland peopled by Rosalind and Imogen, Lear and Hamlet. A small sigh roused me. "I can't understand a word of it," said Iris. "And you said it was so beautiful," Rosamond added reproachfully. "What does it all mean?" "Yes," Iris went on. "You said it was a fairy tale, and we've read 3 pages, and there's nothing about fairies, not even a dwarf or a fairy godmother. What does Miss Graft mean? And vantage, and austerity, and belike, and edict, and—" "Stop, stop!" I cried. "I will tell you the story." In a moment they were nestling beside me, cooing with the pleasure that the promise of a story always brings them. "But you must be quiet a moment and let me think." In truth, it was not easy to arrange the story simply. Even with the recollection of Lamb's tales to help me, I found it hard to tell the Midsummer Night's Dream in words that these little ones could understand. But presently I began the tale, and then the words came fast enough. When the story was ended, Iris drew a long breath. "It is a lovely story," he said, "but it doesn't look at all like that in the book." "It is only put differently," I answered. "You will understand when you grow up that the stories are the least part of Shakespeare." "But it's the stories we like," said Rosamond. "You see, he did not write for children." "No, but you might," cried Iris, flushed with a sudden idea. "Why don't you write the stories for us so that we can understand them, just as you told us that, and then, when we are grown up, we shall understand the plays so much better. Do, do! Ah, do! You will, won't you? You must!" "Oh well, if I must, I must," I said. So they settled it for me, and for them these tales were written. End of introduction. Chapter 1 of The Children's Shakespeare. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by timferreira. The Children's Shakespeare by Edith Nesbit. Chapter 1. Romeo and Juliet. Once upon a time there lived in Verona 2 great families named Montague and Capulet. They were both rich, and I suppose they were as sensible in most things as other rich people. But in one thing they were extremely silly. There was an old quarrel between the 2 families, and instead of making it up like reasonable folks, they made a sort of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?